Recognize now the chairman, the ranking member, soon to be chairman of the Natural Resources Committee, Representative Huffman.
Thank you, Nydia. Well, thank you, folks, and good morning. Happy to join my colleagues here in pushing back against Elon Musk and his fake officials, his tech bros that are rummaging through our most sensitive data without authority in violation of the law. And I'm so pleased that we're beginning to litigate and confront this in the courts, that there's this great public awakening that's happening and the outrage is building. And here in Congress, my colleagues and I stand ready to do our part to say no to this outrageous attack on our democracy and our personal rights. So we learned this week that Elon and his tech bros, these young people in hoodies who don't have security clearances, they're fake officials, that they crashed through the doors of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA. These are folks whose mantra in the private sector is go fast and break things. And they decided to go fast and break things this week at NOAA. And so, people need to understand that this is an agency that does really important work that millions of Americans depend on every day, although they don't always realize how much they depend on it. It is the home of critical scientific and regulatory systems that protect our safety in important ways. And this starts to make good on yet another aspect of Project 2025, something that I spent much of last year warning about. Trump has promised, his Project 2025 agenda was very explicit about this, to dismantle and privatize NOAA, forcing Americans to pay for things like weather data and also some of the maritime safety data that NOAA maintains. This could have real consequences for the day-to-day lives of every American. The National Weather Service warns communities of incoming severe weather like hurricanes and wildfires and tornadoes. It provides information to emergency managers, decision makers to support our nation's commerce. NOAA's weather forecasts are used by aviation experts to prevent airline disasters, to keep our skies safe for millions of travelers that crisscross the country every day. And cuts to these programs and agencies, make no mistake, will put people in danger. Privatization schemes for this agency will put people in danger. This is not some kind of game. It isn't a stunt to drain the swamp, purging the government of scientists, experts, and career civil servants, slashing fundamental programs. These things will cost lives. So I also want to make something else clear. Democrats are not going to stand for this. Right now, we are working on every front that we can. I was just at a briefing with Democracy Forward, talking about the different ways they're confronting this stuff in the courts. It's a little bit of whack-a-mole because, every day, Elon and his tech bros ride their skateboards over to a new agency and start crashing into their databases. And, sometimes we know about it in time for Democracy Forward or attorney generals or others to go to court and to enjoin it. But other times, compliant officials at these agencies just hand them the keys and they gain access in really disturbing ways. So we're not going to stand for it. We're going to work with the outside folks who are litigating. We're going to work with federal whistleblowers. And we got a briefing this morning about how each of our offices can receive information from whistleblowers, protect their confidentiality, and help use those important voices to shine a light on these violations of the law and these outrages. But standing together with my colleagues here in Congress to use the leverage that we do have in this closely divided House of Representatives to work closely with our allies in outside groups that are litigating, with states that are drawing the line against all of this in court and otherwise, and of course with all of Americans to mobilize public opinion. Through all of this, we are going to say to Elon Musk and his tech bros, enough is enough. Get out of our government.